and this is the thing. So I take this, then I put it. Hi everyone, my name is Vanessa, and for today's video I'm going to be talking about tampons, do's and don'ts. And if you're in this video, that means you are considering switching from pads to tampon, or you're already on the tampons and like you want to know more about them and what not to do and what not to do. What not to do? What to do and what not to do? What's wrong with a quick class on tampons. Tampons are the ones that go inside your vajayjay. Then pads are the ones that lie flat on your panties. So if you are going to be using tampon, know that it's not something you just know. It's going inside. If you're not interested in anything going inside, then click out this video this instant. So tampons, they go inside, okay? Put that in your mind. Understood? Well, for the advantages that tampons have over pads is that it's just, like, it's the freedom. That is it. That's just it. The freedom to move and do anyhow you like on like pads that you could just sneeze and the pad has shifted. But with tampon, you are assured you have one kind of like security. That's the thing. With tampons, you have security. Unlike with pads, like you already get that part of the story. So tampons, they go inside and they absorb the blood from there, and when it is time, when the stipulated time for it to stay is over, or when it is full, you pull it out, and if you are still on, you put in another one. So that's how tampons work. So we're going to talk about how it goes in. I already wasted my tampons a lot, but okay, let me just go and get one for the sake of education. I'm back. So this is the one I use. This is the one I use, tampax. Yeah, and when I bought it, it was about 2,000 naira or 2,200 naira. I bought it at one supermarket like that. This is how it looks like. This is how the stick looks like. Yeah. So how it goes in, you just simply take it. Your hands have to be clean for this because this thing goes inside you. And this one comes with the applicator, so there's some that don't come with it. I wonder how somebody is going to use it without the applicator, because even with the applicator I find it difficult. So this is how it is. So I'm going to talk about how to put it on. It's not that difficult, but it's not easy either. So see where I'm holding it. Can this camera like work with me for a bit? See where I'm holding it at this place. This is how you put your finger. So then, getting this part in is the most complicated part. Is the hardest part for me, because like it's just the hardest part for me, yeah. So if you find how, I don't know how you're gonna do it. Find how, but the key is to be calm and relax, because if you tense up, your muscles will tense up, and this thing is not going anywhere. It won't go anywhere. You just bog it and you won't find anything. So if you can get a mirror to help you find your cervix. No, that's not the word. I'm just going to be blunt. Get a mirror to help you find your hole. I'm not sure you're putting it in the right hole. Okay, it doesn't go up your butt hole. It goes on your JJ hole. That's where it goes up in. So you take this and you settle down. Now where I do mine is on the toilet seat, because that's the most convenient for me. That's the most convenient for me. So I take this, then once it finally somehow goes up, once this part, this to my two fingers touches my body, like I'm going to be this is how we're gonna do it. So this is the hole and this is the thing. So I take this, then I put it. So once this place finally touches my body, you understand, like once I've landed, this is how far I'm supposed to go. You understand? Once it touches here, I'll stop. I will not just trigger everything inside. I'll just be going. No. Once I take it, I put it like this. Once my finger have touched my whole wall, the wall, and once it touches like this, what I do is you take, it's still inside though. Then you press here. If this thing falls on the floor, I can't use it again. I'm sorry. So you sharp squeeze it out. You press it out. Bring it out, and this baby comes out. it's not comes as it stays inside you. It's left there. You squeeze it on, and that's how you apply it. I hope I was clear enough. So that's how it goes in. I hope I was clear enough in the explanation. That's the best way I can explain it. Maybe this is not enough, you should watch more videos and practice. Knowing fully well that the first 2 tampons you are going to use, you are probably going to waste them. And this is sad because tampons are very expensive, unlike pads. Yeah, so, but you get 20 inside this one, I get 20 inside, yeah. So, and for a day, you need about 3 or 4 to get through with it, yeah. So, that's how to get it in. And the time that it's allowed to stay in you is 4 to 8 hours. You can't go above 8 hours because of toxic shock syndrome. Google that thing, I can't explain it, but it's a thing. So you can't stay more than 8 hours. Sometimes, usually, like maybe on the first day, on the days that it's really heavy, by that 4 hours you start like leaking, like, because leaking means that it is full. You know, sometimes even with pads, sometimes your pads can get fuller than other days. So it's same thing for tampon. Like maybe I know sometimes by that 4 hours it's already full for me, but other days I leave, because the stipulated time that I leave mine in is 6 hours. So sometimes by the 4th hour it's already full and I have to change it. But sometimes even after that 6 hours, some days even after that 6 hours, I still notice that it is not, like when I take it out, I still notice that there is some places that I still notice that it's not full. Like there is spaces, there is patches that, because when it's full you will know it, like it'll be everywhere will be red. But when it is not full, like you will see the difference. So it depends on your flow, and there is different how do I say, absorbency. And yes, absorbance. This one now is regular. I bought regular, so mine is regular. Then if you have a lighter flow, I think there's one for light and there's one for like heavy, I think. But this one, I just saw it on regular. I was like, okay, yes, I'm regular. So I'm sleeping with it now. It's like, sleeping with it is like really fun. Wearing it alone is like, yes, wearing it is the hardest part. But once it's in, make sure it does not, you don't, like some people now, they'll be scared now. They will not want it to go inside because they are scared that it will go and be lost inside. The chances of your tampon being lost inside you are very slim. So even if for any reason it now stays inside, it's just for you to go to the doctor. And if you like me now, I prefer to go to the doctor because I can't go inside. But some people, you can just take your hand inside and feel a hand for it. Maybe you get the string and you, but hardly, because that string, when you put it inside, the string stays out, and so it's that string you draw. But for some reason, everything will get lost inside, or for any reason, you take a hand inside and feel a hand for it if you can get it. If you can't, no problem, just go to any clinic near you and tell them your problem. People, they should be smart by now in this century, so they'll just help you and take it out. No biggie, nothing happens, nothing. Wearing it is the hardest part, but once it's inside, you are happy for that 6 or 4 hours. You can be throwing back, be jumping, like the freedom is unreal. Yeah, that's what I've learned from this thing. Sleeping with it is also fun until you have to wake up and change it, because I sleep for more than 6 hours, especially now that I'm like on break holiday. Like I sleep a lot. I can sleep for like maybe 8-10 hours. Yeah, so sleeping with it is fun because like you can turn, or like when you're on your period, you have to just lie down in a certain way, because if you move, like you stay in the bed and you stay in everything. But with this one, you can be turning around, you can sleep upside down, you can sleep downside up. The only part about it is that you have to wake up and change it, and sleep is really sweet for me. Like having to wake up to change it is something. And what if and I sleep and forget and I leave it for more than like that stipulated time? So I've only tried sleeping with it a few times, but other times, once it's time to sleep, I just wear regular pads or anything else. I just wear pads and I barricade my bed with like extra protection, because I barricade my bed, like I put extra this thing on it so that even if it stains, I can just wash that thing. I can wash the wrapper. Maybe I'll just get a wrapper and put on the bed for those days that I'm my period. When I'm done, I take it off and go and wash that particular wrapper, because sometimes I just put in a new, nothing is more annoying than when you just put in a new bedspread and then you get your period and then you stay in the bedspread. That's painful. It has happened to me before, so now I'm more careful. So you can sleep So you can sleep with it if you want to, but if you are disciplined and you know that you're going to wake up and change it, okay. Because especially if you're like a beginner, you are not good with putting it in yet. Imagine in the night struggling to get something in. So start slow. Maybe at night just continue with pads. And when I started using it, I couldn't even continue most of the days. I was like putting it was a lot of stress for me. It stressed me at the thought of having to put it in. But once it was in, I felt so relaxed and calm. But to put it in, I was like, okay, I'll just maybe I should just use my pad. Maybe I should just wear my pad, because having to wear this tampon is going to take time. It's going to stress me. So, but later I now got more used to it and I was more frequent it is. Yeah, so you can alternate with pads as often as you like. Just go at your own pace, and that's all for tampons. And remember, do not leave it over 8 hours in, and use your level of absorbency and take your time with it. And you may make mistakes in a few first ones, but going forward you'll be better. And what else? I think that's all. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. And if you enjoyed my video, thumbs up, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you want to see more of me. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.